Hi everyone, and welcome back to Art with Sienna and Olivia. Today we're drawing a festive Christmas tree with twinkling lights, simple ornaments, and of course a star on top to make it shine. This design is super easy and perfect for getting to the holiday mood. So grab your stylus, open up Procreate, and let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is add some snow so our tree isn't floating in midair. So to do that, you can just go to layer 1. For our brush, we're going to be using the script under calligraphy. And for our color, you can just get pure black. Our opacity is at 100% and our size, we don't want it to be too thin, so let's go for like 12%. Now you can just make a wavy motion, not too wavy, just kind of make it look natural snow. I think that looks good. And then we're going to go to our color palette, and let's grab a white color, but we don't want it to be too white so it blends in. So you can just drag it in. I think that looks good. Perfect, so now we got our snow. Let's go to our layer menu, and we're gonna now do our tree. And we're gonna put the tree underneath the snow so you can't see it, it's almost like it's behind it. So we're gonna tap the plus, and then tap and hold on the layer, and then drag it underneath layer 1. Let's go back to our color and get black, and we'll use our same brush. You can keep the opacity and brush size the same. Okay, and then now we're going to be putting on symmetry so our tree is perfectly symmetrical. So to do that, we're going to go to this kind of row of tools over here, tap the wrench, go to canvas, turn on drawing guide, say edit drawing guide, and down here you're going to click symmetry. In a lot of my videos I use symmetry, so if you watch other than you're probably familiar with it. Our opacity is at 41% and thickness is at 60, although those don't really matter, you can just do whatever one you want. The default color is black, and then we can just click done. If you go to your layer, you'll see there's a little assisted word down there underneath it, and that's good because that means our tree is going to be symmetrical. So we're going to go about, let's see, like above halfway of this line, and we're going to make a rounded point. So this is going to be the top of our tree. And then we're going to go down, let's make it more clean. That's a bit too rounded. I think that looks good. Let's go a bit more down. And then now we have the top of our tree, but now we got to add like the leaves and ruffles. So to do that, we're going to come in here and then make this rounded motion. Let's make that a bit bigger. And that looks good. And we're just going to keep repeating that. And as we go lower, the size of the tree will get bigger. So we can just go like this. You can even tap and hold at the end to get the perfect line if you want. I think that's a bit too wide. That looks good. Let's come in here. And then instead of just doing 3 ruffles, let's actually make this one 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Let's do one more layer to make it an extra big tree. And then let's add 4 ruffles again. Perfect. Okay, so now let's move our tree down so it's the trunk isn't too big. So we're going to go to the Move and Transform tool, make sure snapping is turned on, and then make sure you're on uniform or freeform, and just drag your tree down a bit. That looks good. You can even make it bigger, so it's okay if it goes off the line, we can fix that later. And then just move it until this yellow line shows. I think the size looks good, and then just tap the arrow to get out of it. Okay. So now on the same layer, let's draw our tree trunk. So let's make this kind of curve motion. And since the snow isn't completely flat, this part will be a bit shorter. So we can just go over here and connect it. And since the snow is already colored, the line won't show. Let's do the same thing. We're gonna make a line like this, just to show some more volume in the trunk. Let's go up here and do our star. So we're just gonna do a simple star shape, 5 points. Let's go down here so it's resting on it. And just make this cute star shape. I think that looks good. Okay, perfect. Now let's color our tree. So let's get a green. I think this is a good green. And you can just drag it onto the tree. I think that's actually a bit too bright. Let's go a bit darker. Perfect. And instead of dragging it in, you can just click this continue filling and tap all the places you want. And then now let's do a bright yellow. It's too bright. This bright yellow for our star, and then for our tree trunk. Let's go a bit darker, maybe over here. And you can just drag it. If it doesn't work with your pen, you can just take it with your finger. Oops. Oh yeah, if it doesn't work when you drag it in, that means your color drop is still on. So you can just click the check, and then now you can drag in. Okay, so now if this happens where it filled in the whole screen, that means that over here you didn't connect it. So to do that, we can still be on the same layer. Let's choose a black. And then down here on the trunk, we're just gonna connect this. And then let's turn off symmetry. You can just tap the layer and turn off drawing assist. And then just connect these parts. Just add a bit more thickness. Just like that. Perfect. And we don't need drawing assist turned on anymore. So let's grab our brown and drag it in. So continue filling. Just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now let's add some lights, some string lights. So we're gonna tap the plus for a new layer so it's underneath the snow but above the tree. We're gonna grab our black, and with our same pen, we're just gonna make this kind of line-like shapes coming down like this. We're gonna add a little bit of curve here so it's kind of like looks like it's wrapping around. You can go like this too, all over the tree to make it look extra festive. Like this. And then over here too on this middle part. You can even just add one like loop around on one part of the tree. Like that. I think that looks really good. Okay, so now we're gonna be adding the lights. And for adding these special lights, we're gonna be using a special brush. So we're gonna go to the brush library, tap Luminance, and grab the light pen. So it's really good for adding sparkles. And now this is where you can just go fun and go crazy. So you can choose any colors you want to add to your string lights. So you can just make a circle motion and add it so it looks like it's hanging from these string lights. You can add them all over, any colors you want. So I'm gonna add these on this far side. Let's choose a blue and let's put them right in the middle. And then over here, since there's not a lot of space, we can go down here since there's a lot more space in the middle and just add some of this yellow. Perfect, that looks really good. And you can see the diverse colors too, so that's good. Now we're gonna be adding some ornaments. So we're gonna go to layer 2 and tap the plus so it's underneath the string lights. And then we're gonna go back to our calligraphy pen, script pen. And then now we can just choose any colors we want, preferably ones we haven't done already on the string lights. So maybe like a bright green. Like that. Let's make them not too small, but then not too big. Just add them all over the tree. Let's grab maybe a purple. Like that. Let's also add one right here. And then maybe we can add like a really kind of turquoise color. Turquoise is a pretty color. Let's add one right here. We want to make it look natural so it's not just all cluttered in one area. Perfect. Maybe we can add like one more color, maybe a yellow right here. And then another one right here. Perfect. Okay, so now you can, let's actually now add the shadows before we merge all these layers together. So we're going to tap the plus, we're going to go to layer 2, tap the plus, click this N, and go to multiply. And then what that does is so we can do shadows, but if we don't put clipping mask, which we're about to do, it will go onto the entire tree. So let's turn on clipping mask, and then tap this green, and then just shade underneath these ruffle parts. So it looks like it's creating a shadow. Just like that, very simple. Let's also get this brown in the tree trunk, because these ruffles are going on the tree trunk. Right there. Okay, perfect. Let's also add some on the star. Just a bit more shading, some more depth. Just like that, perfect. Okay, so now we can even add some shadow on the ornament. So let's merge layer 5 and layer 2 together. We can go to layer 4, which is the layer the ornaments are on. Tap the plus and do the same thing. Click M, and then tap drawing assist. And you can now just get these colors and then just add some shadow to them to make them even look more realistic. So they're not just flat colors. You can get that green color. See right here too. Let's get this turquoise color right there. And then now do our yellow, 2 yellow ornaments. Perfect. And we don't need to add shadow on the twinkling lights. And then if you want to save some layer space, you can merge those together. Perfect. Okay, before I forget, let's take away this line in the middle so it's not too distracting. You can just go backwards of what we did, go to the wrench, canvas, and turn off drawing guide. Perfect, so now we got our tree and our snow, but we're missing something, our background and snowflakes. So we can merge those layers together. And we're gonna go to background color. And we're gonna choose a a medium color turquoise color. Like that, I think, because we want to make sure our white snowflakes can be seen. I think maybe this looks good. Perfect. And now we're going to go to our layer menu and then tap the plus, and this is the layer we're going to put our snowflakes on. So we're just going to grab pure white and just make a circle. That's how simple it's going to be. And then instead of keep drawing them over and over again, we're just going to duplicate them. So you're going to duplicate them about like 6 or 7 times. So we get a lot of little snowflakes. So now you can just tap on each of these layers and add them in different spots to make it look natural. You can even make some bigger or smaller than the rest. Let's make this one bigger, put it closer to the tree. Maybe one down here. Let's grab this one. Maybe let's put it right here. I think that looks good. And then now, I think we're done. Thanks for drawing this beautiful Christmas tree with me. I hope you had a lot of fun adding all the lights, ornaments, and that beautiful star on top. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe for more fun and easy art ideas. Have an amazing holiday season and see you next time. Bye!